I have no idea if this is working, quite frankly. YouTube's live setup is an absolute disaster. Bear with me, folks, if you can't hear me. Once I try to figure out if you can hear me. I don't think you can. Oh, maybe. Yeah, okay, I think you can actually, can't you? Right, I can't read your text right now. Bear with me as I try to figure this out. It's being a pain. Just gonna turn this off for 1 second as I sort this out. Wait, let me put my just chatting on. There we go. Right. I don't know why YouTube don't make this so much easier. YouTube live streaming is the worst. It doesn't bloody work. Oh, it's so frustrating. Like, I'm trying to get... Ah, there we go. Finally, I found it. Amazing. Alright, let me make sure I can mute myself. And... should be good to go. Just refresh that. We good? I think I'm good. Finally. Bloody hell. It's hard work, that. Okay. So I figured we're starting this a little bit earlier than intended. Just so we can talk about what we're doing, really. No, see, this is why I want to talk about it. There likely is... So we know Frontier are announcing a game today. There's a good chance it is something. I can't remember quite what it's called off the top of my head, but there is a... We've already seen the game that they're announcing. It's some very strange looking platformer game on the Switch. That is only as a publisher, however. Frontier didn't actually develop that game, they're only publishing it. There are definitely unnamed games and stuff coming out today, and whilst I think we may see that, and well, I think we definitely will see that, they've already confirmed on the Frontier page that we're going to see that. Gamescom and Frontier have like a long and fairly storied relationship. You know, they Planet Zoo was a big thing, they announced Jurassic World Evolution at Gamescom a few years ago. If anything is coming next year, and something is coming next year, this is probably the first time they are likely to announce it, but I don't think we would have got a tease, basically. And if not, if it doesn't come out, then you know, we'll watch Gamescom and talk about the new games and all that kind of jazz. Well, I mean, obviously, if a sequel comes out, it won't be until next year when Dominion comes out. Yeah, struggling. Again, I'm going to say this one more time, and then I'm done. I'm aware of struggling. I know what struggling is. Struggling is Frontier's new game. However, they're only a publisher, not a main developer, and there may well be something else. Just saying, there may well be more games on the way from Frontier. It's not really my kind of thing, I'll admit, but I'm optimistic we might get something else. And if not, hey, Gamescom. You know, we'll enjoy Gamescom, we'll watch some stuff. I don't think it's as simple as clickbait if Jurassic World Evolution 2 or something similar doesn't get announced. I think that's a bit harsh. Let's just see what happens. And I'll, if we get to the end of Gamescom and nothing happens, then I will edit the title to say it wasn't announced. Basically, simple as that, really.
Hello and welcome to the Gamescom.
Let me turn that up a little bit.
Pre-show. I'm Kyle Bossman, and this is my hot and stinky apartment.
Hi, Kyle Bossman.
You probably have a lot of questions right now. Like, who is this guy? Not that important. Is this the show?
I'm in trouble. There's too many people watching. If Evolution 2 doesn't come out, I'm a dirty clickbaiting YouTuber. I know, shocking behaviour.
It's gonna look nice. That one's got Jeff Keighley. That one's got a budget. It's gonna be fancy looking, not like this. And then you might be thinking, wait, is
this
the
still
next
quiet?
20 minutes just this guy with his headband talking to me about
Is
stuff?
that better?
No, It's going to be some of that, but most of the show is trailers. We have world premiere trailers right here for the pre-show. If anything, my job is just to smile at you and fill time in between trailers. In fact, we should, I think, start off with a trailer. We'll talk about opening night live.
Cool.
It's going to be big and fun and awesome, but I feel like the best way to kick off a pre-show is just to get right into one.
Yeah, we're expecting Little Nightmares 2 as well, amongst other things.
Is a game that was just announced earlier this year at an Inside Xbox event from Bandai Namco. This is Scarlet Nexus.
My computer won't go. I mean, this is as loud as it goes, guys. So I'm just gonna mute for a lot of these pre-trailers and stuff like that, I'm afraid, because there's still stuff I want to talk about. This is only the pre-show. The actual Gamescom opening night live hasn't started for another 10 minutes or so. I can't turn up, guys. Literally, it was on max. I don't know what. Wait, let me see if I can. Nope, everything is maxed out. I don't know what to tell you. So there's still a couple of things I wanted to talk about. Hey guys. Anyways, yeah, pre-show is a bit pointless. So really, the intention was to start at 7 o'clock. This is about when I wanted to begin streaming. But there's two main things I wanted to talk about. So, again, last time I'm going to say this. Yes, Frontier are definitely bringing Struggling, which is some weird 2D platformer. That's what the teased image was. I know I did that video saying they're teasing a new dinosaur game. I did genuinely believe that was the case. Unfortunately, it turns out it's nothing to do with that whatsoever. But hey, we speculated, we had some fun. That's all we can do, really. And the thing is, we know a Jurassic World game is in development. Not Jurassic World Evolution 2, but we know there's a game called Jurassic World Aftermath in development by Frontier. So we're all kind of waiting for that to land, and maybe we'll get some details for that today. Even if it's not Evolution 2, it could be Aftermath instead. Secondly, what's the other thing I want to say? Yes, so Jurassic World Evolution is coming to the Switch. Now, I'm probably going to have a video on this weekend. Not just that it's coming to the Switch. I don't think that's exciting enough. Although it might be for some of you who haven't played it yet. You know, maybe you want to play it on the Switch. I actually think Evolution on the Switch would be pretty cool. I think, you know, making it handheld and portable would lessen some of the flaws that the game has, kind of thing. Let's see what Headband. Why is he wearing a headband? Let's see what Headband do this thing.
Lots of things to see. Sydney Goodman from IGN is going to be giving out the Gamescom awards for Best PC game, Best PlayStation game, Best Xbox game, as well as talking about some brand new shows from IGN that they are debuting this week at Gamescom. Lots of stuff in ONL. It is going to be a...
The Switch release got announced yesterday.
But in the meantime, for this pre-show, it is time now for another world premiere on our end. The game next that we're going to see is called Quantum Error. And parents...
Okay. Just checking. Every game. He's just doing a little indie game preview, I suppose. See, I think Struggling could pop up here rather than maybe in the main show, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, yes. Jurassic World Evolution got announced for the Switch. It's coming out... I want to say November 5th? Something like that. Oh, this is bloody, isn't it? I want to say November 5th, something like that. I can't quite remember what. But the important thing about Jurassic World Evolution coming to Switch, from my perspective, as, you know, Jurassic World Evolution-focused YouTuber, is that the name of the game on the Switch is Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition. That's the official title. Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition. So I think the assumption is it's going to come with every single DLC as part of the package, basically. So, what that also tells us, of course, is that Jurassic World Evolution is done. There's no more DLC coming, because you can't... Well, they're not going to release a new DLC. Well, they're not going to release a complete edition, and then more DLC afterwards. You would think, because that would make the complete edition no longer a complete edition, unless there is some sneaky-ass DLC coming in the next couple of months. But given it's been 8 months now since the last DLC, I think we can safely say that Jurassic World Evolution has been put out to pasture, and they're probably just working on the sequel. We think. We know Jurassic World Aftermath is on the way. That's a Jurassic World survival game. We think Evolution 2 is also in development. We think. I don't know whether Frontier would be making 2 games at the same time. They probably would. They're making 10 billion games. We're also going to make a Warhammer game. They're making Formula 1 games. They're making, we think, Planet Coaster 2. They're making like 10,000 games. So we think Evolution 2 and Aftermath are both in development. And hopefully we're going to see one of the two today. Today's show at Gamescom, and I will, talk about the other games as well. I don't want to, at the end of the day, we're going to watch a 2-hour show. That's how long Gamescom is tonight. Team Fordzilla. Okay, now, well, this is not one we're going to watch. So the show's 2 hours. We're going to sit here for the whole 2 hours, and even if Evolution doesn't come out, even if Aftermath doesn't get announced either, we'll watch and we'll talk about the games that do pop up, and we'll speculate, and we'll just see if there's anything cool. I do more than Evolution sometimes. That's just my lovely clickbait title. Even though I feel like it could happen. I do genuinely think it could happen. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think Evolution 2 had a chance of being announced tonight, or indeed Aftermath. I feel one of the two. Just because it's Gamescom, I think if it was any other game event, I wouldn't do this, but because it's Gamescom and it's Frontier and they've worked together so many times, and it's late August, guys, it's late. We know Dominion's out mid-next year, assuming it doesn't get delayed due to COVID, which they haven't announced yet. And if that's the case, then it is getting to around the time that you would announce games, essentially. This time last year, I was at Gamescom playing Planet Zoo, and that came out months later, so. But we'll see what happens. I set up an alarm for this and woke up early, and yeah, I know, it's like 7 PM or something, but still, woke up early. My sleep is an absolute disaster. They could be announcing a car at Gamescom right now. I'll stop reading chat now for a little bit. Yes, and more importantly than anything, frankly, more importantly than anything about Jurassic World Evolution, Fall Guys Season 2 is getting announced at Gamescom, so. Yeah, gone wrong. Maybe I need like a plot twist, big update, breaking news, some red flashing lights and stuff. My clickbait is not on point. Every now and again I get accused of clickbait. I'm like, no, but I'm so bad at clickbait. It makes me feel dirty to clickbait. I know that's... I don't want to pretend I'm being all honourable or anything, but I just think if you're going to annoy people with clickbait, then maybe you'll get more views on that video, but then won't they just get annoyed and not want to click on your future videos, It's not because it's honourable or anything, I just don't think it's a good idea, personally, but it clearly works, so. What are you going to do, eh? The truth is what we need. Ooh. So, just going to let them talk for a little bit. The main game kickoff thing is in 8 minutes, so we're going to chat till then, basically. I have seen the new Malusaurus mod. There's a new mod for Jurassic World Evolution for a Malusaurus. Now, funnily enough, we already played with a Malusaurus mod in the past, but that was the other Malusaurus. So, basically, for those who don't know, the Malusaurus is what the Indominus Rex was back when it was in the the concept art kind of stage, before it became the Indominus Rex. And there were two predominant versions, one that was sort of grey with a red head and like this curved back horn, which I think we did play with a mod already. Did we? I have a vague recollection. And then there's another one which is like blue and yellow and has like a really, really cool design, and they came out with a mod for that, so I think I'm going to be covering that this week. Saurian's updated to have the playable trike. It is in the demo, it's buggy as all hell, but I want to play that. So there's a lot to do. I've got an episode of bloody Planet Zoo sitting on my hard drive doing nothing right now, so that'll be tomorrow. That's what we're doing, Fox. That's what we're doing. Planet Mesozoic could be anything. Who knows? Yeah, this video will, if you do miss any of this, so this will automatically go online afterwards. That's how YouTube streaming works. Like, as soon as I finish with the stream, it'll automatically go online as a video, but I will be editing the title as well, saying, I'll say whether the game was announced in the title. So if you do want to come back later, obviously if Jurassic World Evolution 2 or Aftermath gets announced, I will obviously have a video on that. This is just if we want to catch it live, and just do, I like doing live streams. I like a little bit of community integration, a little bit, all that kind of jazz. But I will, of course, update the title afterwards and say whether the game were actually announced or not. It'll be my failed Gamescom stream or something. I don't know what I'll call it. I do think of it. Let's speculate about Evolution 2. These guys aren't doing anything in a way. So what would an Aftermath be? It's the Aftermath for me. Right, it's Aftermath. So it's in the aftermath of some form of event, right? Now, that could just be the aftermath of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, because Fallen Kingdom was a monumental shift in the franchise direction, because now, as they say, genetic power is out there. Genetic power is all over the world. The kind of use of genetic power is going to change. There are now going to be designer dinosaurs. More companies can make dinosaurs. There's probably dinosaurs as pets, weapons, food, all that kind of jazz, right? I don't think they're going to lean too hard in that, but I do think that's going to be the case. I like that idea. Aggro. Excuse me. Whew. I think I'm allergic to my pillow. Whenever I wake up, I get all sniffly. What was I going to say? I've lost myself. Oh, right, yeah. So that would be a big monumental shift. And Aftermath, I need to sneeze. Bear with me. Oh. Aftermath could be in the aftermath of... Oh my god, again. My god. Professional YouTubing. Thank you. I do respond to some of your comments. I can't respond to every comment because look at all the comments. There's like 20 if you tell me that I'm sneezing. More trees are necessary. Oh, what are we doing here? What's this? Oh, it's Dirt 5. No, that's a bad game. I'm just still waiting for the proper show, which is about 4 minutes away. Leave me and my pillow alone, okay? I can't just buy a new pillow. I got new pillows really recently. That's the problem. Oh, this looks pretty cool, actually. Dirt 5 with, like, customizable levels and stuff. I'm on board with it. Anyways. I do think it's unlikely we get a... And I really should have considered this the other day, and I don't know why I didn't. I do think it's unlikely that Frontier makes another dinosaur game that isn't a Jurassic World game at the moment. Maybe down the line, but I don't think it would happen immediately. I have a body pillow of myself, actually. I don't think it would happen immediately, just because we know they're developing Aftermath, and I imagine developing a licensed dinosaur game and your own dinosaur game in the same year, or releasing in the same year, or whatever, would be not only difficult, but has the potential for annoying Universal and whoever else would be involved with Evolution 2 or Aftermath. So I should have considered that the other day, really. Yeah, there's been no Twitch streams just because I've been asleep. Basically, my sleep is a disaster. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so we've got a couple more minutes. If Jurassic World Evolution 2... I've never seen High School Showdown, I'm afraid. If Jurassic World Evolution 2 does get announced tonight, we're optimistic. Pessimistic, I don't know what we are. What is the one key feature you'd like to see? If you could add one thing to the game, what would it be? You're not going to beat me on Fall Guys anyway, I'm amazing. Playable dinos, trees, obviously, aquatics. I think aquatics is probably going to win the day. Oh my god, the answers. Oh my god, there's too many of you typing all of a sudden. Dinosaurs breeding, tree brush, complex animal behavior. That's kind of my choice as well, I'll be honest. I'm not big on playable dinosaurs. Let's see if anything pops up here. Don't know what he's on about. Fall Guys Season 2, very exciting. And Evolution. Actual gameplay from mysterious PlayStation 5 exclusive. Ooh. Everything else in my life sucks. Come on, Kyle. It's alright, buddy. This is the pre-show to the pre-show. breeding. Alright. You only need to say it once, guys. Come on. Random Islands would be cool. I've got to be honest, I've never understood this idea that... Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, well, here we go. There's the Switch trailer for Evolution.
Differently, huh? Well, the ones before you did too.
This is not the sequel.
Because they believed that they were in control. And control... Well, here's the thing. humanity is desperate for it, we are seduced
Don't
by
get
it,
excited,
but we
guys.
never really possess it. You see,
It's cool
life
though.
can be tenacious and stubborn. Life will not be contained. And what makes us
Oh god, the copyright, I forgot.
creatures?
I need to talk over it. No, stop it. Evolution, please.
Still believing that we can win.
I do think the game... Yeah, that's what I mean. Complete edition, so, you know, no more DLC. November 3rd. There you go. That's your release date. One little Homer. No, Homer! Oh, buddy. So you can actually go purchase it right now, if you're getting it.
That's it. That's all we have for you in this very pre-show. Please be excited.
Oop. Okay, well, the main show's about to start. So, we'll see what we get. If we get nothing, we get nothing. If we do, great. We'll have a nice time anyway, folks. We'll have a nice time anyway. But, I mean, that was only the pre-show. The actual thing is not it. But, yeah, the one thing I want to say very quickly was I do not understand this idea that Evolution 2 coming out would be a negative in any way. Games come out. Games have sequels. There's only so much DLC you can have.
To take control of our world. When we feel out of place, disconnected.
Just keep an eye on this trailer. Just see if you spot anything.
Always repercussions.
Do we have what
That's,
it takes
the Man of Medan team.
to be
See a
heroes?
dragon. Oh, that was Monster Hunter, so that's confusing.
Tonight, we bring the world together.
You're with us now.
Stop spamming.
Celebrate who we are.
It's humanity's chance to repent.
and
Tsushima.
what we are.
I'm with you every step of the way.
The future.
Grounded, Horizon.
Welcome to Gamescom.
Might get some Horizon Zero Dawn 2 gameplay. That might be pretty cool. That's got robot dinosaurs. So, you know, step in the right direction.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Keighley, and welcome to Gamescom
Right.
Opening Night Live 2020. Now, this year, Gamescom is
Go on,
of
Jeff
course,
Knightley.
a little different than normal,
Keighley.
and I hope
Keighley?
all of you and your families are safe
Go on, Jeff
and
Keighley.
healthy at home. In 2020, games have comforted and connected us more than ever. And with the launch of PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X later this year, games are only
Yeah,
going
Little
to get
Nightmares
better.
2 is
Well,
coming
all
out.
Summer, I was hopeful we could get to
That
this
got announced a
very
few days
moment,
ago.
a big live showcase filled with more than 35 games to kick off Gamescom 2020. Tonight, you'll get a first look at Fall Guys Season 2.
Don't think I'd have
and an
1100
extended
views on
gameplay
Twitch.
demo of
Haven't.
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5. Plus, we might have a couple surprises along the way, too. But before we start, I want to acknowledge and thank all the game developers, marketers, and publishers who have worked under challenging circumstances to keep us entertained. This show is nothing without them or my production team, and doing a show at this scale safely is not easy, especially when all of you at home have some pretty insane expectations. I hope tonight reminds you...
No,
why
we
you
don't.
are
What about,
playing
Jeff? Talking
and with
nonsense.
that, we're going to move on to our first game with a game that was just announced yesterday. Call of Duty.
Okay, so
Black
what I'm gonna
Ops
do
Cold War. And joining me
is edit the
Dan
volume as we
Hogard.
go. I apologize if you do generally. We'll talk about
Give
Black
you an exclusive
War,
sneak peek.
Cold War, whatever it is.
Dan, how you doing?
I sort of said Black Ops and Cold War at the same time.
Jeff, thanks for having me here. This has been a dream project.
Yeah,
for
we
us to
already
work
saw
on from the
Jurassic World Evolution. We saw Jurassic World Evolution on Switch like 5 minutes ago.
New Black Ops Cold War.
We saw the trailer. You don't need to keep spamming it. We literally saw it.
The idea of returning to the pillars built the Black Ops franchise. Deniable operations, conspiracy grounded in history, and that shadowy...
This is definitely not a Vagrant game, I'm afraid.
We get to mix all those together, drop the player into the 1980s
I mean,
at the height of the
the
Cold
Switch
War.
thing wasn't even the main
Truly
announcement,
something
you know? I wouldn't say Jurassic World Evolution for Switch, which was put in the pre-announcement and just a trailer and no discussion, necessarily means they're not going to announce anything else, so... One of the things that's making me more confident, I'll say this much, is they said that there's about 36, 37 games, something like that, coming out tonight, from 13 different publishers. So, multiple publishers have multiple games. We don't know who those publishers are, and yes, we know that Frontier are bringing... I keep forgetting what it's bloody called. The Weird Arm game, right? I can't remember what it's called, but we know they're bringing Weird Arm game. But that definitely does not necessarily mean they're not bringing something else. We know 100% that Frontier are bringing out a big new game next year based on a blockbuster IP. We know that for a fact because we have the London Stock Exchange filing after they acquired the IP for 2021 release. So that is definitely happening. Now, given we're getting later and later in the year, and this game is definitely coming out in 2021, we're absolutely in the window where it would start to be announced. We think it is Jurassic World. Now, it could just be Aftermath, but even that could possibly be announced, you know. Won't be custard to.
From there, we wanted to take some of our missions and infuse optional objectives, multiple paths, and some player choice moments inside some of those missions. And it was fun to find that balance between the
I don't know why people think it will happen. It will? Like, Jurassic World Evolution 2 is just a very, very logical next step. The original game is Frontier's most successful game by a humongous margin. Like, absolutely massive. I'm sorry, I just don't care enough about Cold War to talk about Cold War.
They did some of this in Black Ops 2, and with our story and with these features, we love playing homage to those early Black Ops games.
Oh yeah, I remember the numbers. All right.
I've already played Alien Isolation completely on the channel. I mean, if Evolution 2 is coming out, which I'm still 99% sure it is, even if it doesn't get announced today, it will have had more development time than Evolution did, but it'll also have like the base of Evolution to work on, so you'd expect a more complex game, hopefully. Thanks, Leviathan. No, they said the game they were teasing... Okay, so I'll just reaffirm this. The game they were teasing on Twitter is not Evolution, or anything to do with dinosaurs at all. It's some weird 2D platforming game. That's got nothing to do with their previous games. Multiple publishers are bringing multiple games tonight, not necessarily one game per publisher. It's actually more like 2 or 3 if you average it out. So we're optimistic that maybe they're bringing something else as well. We are going to see their new game tonight, but it's not the game I'm looking for, basically. I'm curious about it, because it looks super weird. But they are a publisher for that game, they're not a developer. So we actually don't know what Frontier have been developing. As for whether it's today or tomorrow, I have no idea at all. I don't think we're going to do this again tomorrow if that's the case, but yeah, I don't know if it's only today or tomorrow or whatever. There's a lot of people telling me they've announced Evolution on Switch, but we saw it in this video. Yeah, we'll be playing Forbidden West. We actually started the first game today, the DLC for the first game on Vagrant today. Call of Duty, I'm so sorry, I just do not care about your existence.
Mr. Adler, why should we take this Perseus threat seriously?
You don't have to, sir.
Yeah, then a lot of innocent people are gonna die.
You're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Every time Perseus is coming, when it's shifted.
Oh, that's cool.
After 13 years of
There was a little bit of Monster Hunter in the trailer for this, by the way, that we saw earlier. There was a little bit of a Rathalos, so who knows? Yeah, and we got to see a homolocephaly die together, even if tonight nothing of any value is announced, and I woke up for no apparent reason. Then we got to see a homolocephaly die together, so.
Who do you think approved their last mission? Is the threat real?
I used to be really good at Call of Duty, oddly enough. Back on Xbox 360 on Black Ops 2, I think was the last game I was really good at.
Are highly irregular, most likely illegal if the press gets a hold.
What the hell are you talking about? You know who we are?
If it's twitchy, I'm afraid it's your internet, because I'm watching it on my iPad, and it's not twitchy.
Is the backbone of our work.
Al, we're talking about preventing
Don't know.
Give Mr. Adler whatever he
Goose is the game that pushed me away from Call of Duty, honestly.
protecting our
I'm looking for anything with dinosaurs or any new interesting animal game. And Fall Guys Season 2, admittedly. I've been playing a lot of Fall Guys.
know of your struggles. Rest assured.
We can that's what we'll do tonight. We'll reimagine each game trailer we see.
I know you won't fail us.
It's going to tear down that wall. As a Jurassic Park game. So this is Call of Duty, well, Jurassic World Cold War. Amazing. Stop spamming, you nerd.
Tonight we have some new game announcements for
Oh, thanks, Fabian. I'll buy a new pillow.
The game tells the story of Haruna, a woman raised on the streets of India and haunted by visions of her own death. Haruna struggles to understand her mysterious innate abilities to manipulate the unseen. Check out this first look.
New game. New games are cool. I'm down for new games, even if it's not Jurassic World. Kids are mean. No, don't hit her with a stick. Did you not see Joker? Heyo. I never saw Avatar the anime either. Well, the title's stupid, but it looks pretty interesting. There's been a lot of great games with terrible titles. Men and Kingdoms of Amalur... Again, Robin, I'm sorry. Kingdoms of Amalur, though, one of the worst titles. Oh, that is not what I thought it was going to look like. That has changed completely. Who's that dude on his phone? What's going on?
Alright, let's get to the gameplay. One of this year's biggest games has been
This is
Doom
the
Eternal.
DLC
Tonight
for Doom
we've got
Eternal.
An exclusive first look at the campaign expansion called The Ancient Gods Part 1. Check this out.
Yeah, that's how bad it was. It bankrupted the town. Alright, I'm pretty hype about Doom Eternal. I'll be playing this, yeah. Maybe Doom's gonna have dinosaurs. You don't know. Jurassic... No, wait. Doom 3? But with Velociraptors. That would be pretty cool. Not sure Doom Eternal would work, but Doom 3 would work. I don't really want to eviscerate dinosaurs like this, I'm afraid. It's basically like a... Maybe like Turok, actually, like the reboot. That's kind of a dinosaur. Imagine Jurassic World Evolution. Instead of the other way around, it's Jurassic World Evolution, but it's a Doom game, so you're making like a little park to house all your demons. Yo, he's a big boy. We do need a new Turret game. I was optimistic we were going to get one. Nightshade... There's not a way to advertise your game to have two of those guys at once. That's not a way to make people buy it.
2020 marks the 25th anniversary of a legendary game studio, BioWare.
Oh,
Tonight, Casey Hudson and the team wanted to give everyone around the world
How old are Frontier?
of what's next. Casey, over to you.
What are BioWare working on?
It's great to see you again. You know, 6 years ago, we were
Thanks,
on the
Casey.
stage with you at the 2014 Game Awards, accepting the Game of the Year for Dragon Age Inquisition. And since then, we've been imagining new ways to use next-generation technology to bring the world and characters of Dragon Age to life. We're still in early production, but we thought it was time to give you the very first look at how BioWare's passionate team of developers are crafting this very special game.
Yo, BioWare, you've been rubbish for like a decade now, I'm sorry. You've not been good since Mass Effect 3, and even then you were a little bit touch and go. But hey, maybe they've brought it back. Maybe they'll redeem themselves.
For a really long time, so I've got to see it grow up and turn from a company of 35 people to a company of more than 300 people.
Good one, Mark.
There's amazing people in the industry. There's amazing stories to be told with other people.
I love that character so much. We're very experimental here at BioWare.
TY.
So we're always coming up with new stuff.
I'm not that optimistic about Dragon Age after Inquisition. I really did not enjoy Inquisition. But hey, you never know. You never know.
The world of Dragon Age really has got it all. It's got frontier stories, it's got mystery, it's got hard-boiled detective stories. And of course, it's all wrapped up in kind of a fantasy setting.
You really feel like you're the hero in the Dragon Age world and you're saving people.
Dragon Age to me is a wonderful world to play in.
I am really excited about the future of Dragon Age. This is an original world, original flora, original wildlife, original architecture.
Just listening out for the word frontier. No matter what the game trailer is, if they say frontier, it's confirmed.
In the next Dragon Age, you get an opportunity to see new things, new places, and interact with people who lived and
This could be a Dinotopia game. It's got that kind of look to it. Why don't we have a Dinotopia in Dragon Age style? That would be cool. I am expecting an influx. Every time there's a Jurassic World film, we do tend to get an influx of new dinosaur games. Now, most of them will be open world, walking simulated survival games, I'll admit.
Something that we'll be able to look
Doggo.
forward to in Dragon Age is a really close relationship with game characters who really become real for you.
We want characters to either be loved or hated. One of the best examples of that is Solus. Half the community wants to kill him, half the people want to marry him, then another part wants to...
See, there you go. Dinotopia building game, Dinotopia GTA game, drive-by dinosaurs. I like it.
BioWare and EA has been one of the forerunners in using motion magic technology, and that makes it way more realistic when you're looking at the characters and the way they walk and move and interact in the world.
Players want that suspension of disbelief that this wonderful collection of digital pixels is actually a living, breathing soul.
No, it's okay. That's the good kind of rumble.
I actually design
Ooh.
bosses. I help with the creature design team as well.
Lord of the Rings vibes
so I do
there.
all of like the big threats that you have to go up against.
Or Lord of the Rings vibes.
Nobody dies on my watch. For the Wardens!
Choice is a big
Oh, the
part of what
Wardens.
Dragon Age is as a franchise. The decisions you make can affect change in the world.
Decision making can mean that a party member lives or a party member dies. And it means owning your outcome and reactivity to the choices that you do make.
I just love the possibilities that Dragon Age offers us, and
Some
I'm
Fable
excited to
vibes,
explore
though.
a lot more of them.
To me, that potential is what gets you up in the morning.
Why is it showing us the developers in such like a dramatic view?
Every time.
Oh, it's so weird. Yeah, I don't think it would be called Jurassic World Evolution 2. I think it would just be called Jurassic World something. Oh. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's Back to the Future. Right? What the hell is this?
Great Scott! I think there's been a serious
Amazing.
miscalculation.
Wow, wait, you're, what's his name? Back to the Future?
I'm Emmanuel Brown, Doctor of Physics, not of Medicine, and certainly not that quack from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, we know who you are, but what are you doing here?
I did come back from the future to this precise moment on August 27th, 2020, because it's imperative we launch Surgeon Simulator 2 right now.
What?
And what exactly do you have to do with Surgeon Simulator?
During the mid-20th century, some friends of mine from Shire University invented a state-of-the-art
Well, that was a disappointing twist at the end.
simulator training program. Now, 70 years later, we've digitized the experience. It's unbelievable.
Oh, that's just sad.
Access the program through your computer and then be medically trained from the comfort of your keyboard. And it's available as of Great Scott, this very moment. Tonight, I want to world premiere a few examples of some of the incredibly successful...
Still a pro, eh? Still a pro. No, I've got nothing against Surgeon Simulator 2 at all. I'm sure it'll be a really interesting game. I just think that was a little bit of a bit misleading.
26 2077. And with that, I leave the fate of the human race in your hands. Just make sure you play Surgeon Simulator 2.
Alright. Now it's getting a little twitchy. What's going on here? I was hoping for maybe like a little bit of a tie-in at the very least. This is my problem with Surgeon Simulator. It's just... it's YouTube bait, isn't it, really? More than anything else.
Now grab the good arm and bring it in here. We're dying. He's dying. Oh,
Look at them all screaming away.
Jesus Christ! We're back.
Ow.
We saved him.
What's Surgeon Simulator always first person?
Introducing Jacksepticeye playing Surgeon Simulator, only on opening night live. All right, well, if you thought that crossover was kind of crazy, wait until you get a load of this next game announcement.
Oh.
I don't think anyone probably saw coming. Check this out.
Oh. I didn't see Evolution 2 coming, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. No. Come on, Jeff. You're cooler than this, Jeff. We were friends, Jeff. We were lovers. My day's been good. How's your day going? I mean, games have to be announced before they come out, guys. Now, Evolution 2 or Aftermath, both of them, if we assume they're both a thing, we know Aftermath is, will be coming out, if we had to guess, mid-next year. That's why I'm confident about an announcement, because if it is coming out, it's mid-next year, because it will release along with Dominion, because that's the logical thing to do. That's what they did with Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And if you're going to bring out a, not really a movie tie-in game, but something that's leaning into the Jurassic franchise, you want to lean into the films. That's how you make the most money. You know, people see the film and they're in the mood for dinosaurs. They want to buy a dinosaur game. So, what the hell is this? Zombies. I'm down for zombies. We had a lot of zombie games for a long time, but I feel like there's been a lack of good zombie games lately. Wait, this is Polybridge. Is this Polybridge meets... oh, it's Bridge Constructor meets The Walking Dead. What the hell? That is actually an amazing crossover. I'm very on board with that. That's class. Now that's a crossover I'm on board with.
Tonight is just the start of Gamescom 2020. Over the next 3 days, there are more streams from IGN and Webedia with in-depth looks at games, a digital cosplay contest, and some special new shows just for Gamescom. Your portal for all
I mean, it's hardly a normal zombie game, is it? I think it's fair enough.
At gamescom.global. Now, one game you'll hear more about
I am curious
IGN's post-show is this one.
how you make a bridge game with zombies. I'm trying to figure out how that would function.
Check this out.
Do you put traps on it and stuff like that? Are you trying to make like a safe bridge for the people that then stops the zombies somehow, or? I have no idea. Walking Dead has tons of games. Stop spamming!
Stands against the darkness.
And build bridges out of zombies. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm on board with that.
But even they could use some help. Here, slip on this little beauty for effect.
Ah, it's Sam and Max.
Sam, I'm blind. Oh, hello, miss.
If of course there are more days of Gamescom than just today. Games will be released later on in the week. To an extent, I guess, if you want your announcement to be a big deal, you maybe don't put it in the first opening show, because maybe it disappears a little bit.
IGN, please say hello to Sydney Goodman.
No, it's not confirmed. We're just here to speculate.
What's up, everyone? I'm Sydney Goodman, and I am thrilled to be here.
Hi, Sydney.
Gamescom is always such a fun event, and throughout the show tonight, I'll be
I think
telling
Gamescom
you
runs till
about
Sunday.
all the different ways that IGN is involved in this year's festivities. But first, I have an award to announce. The winner of Best Nintendo Switch Game is Little Nightmares 2. Huge congratulations.
It's not out yet.
Like I said, IGN is going to be here for all of Gamescom with great shows such as Gamescom Studio, where you can find me and my co-hosts for all day long.
Wow, let's not have that. No need for that, thank you.
The show with and for indie developers. players. That premieres Saturday, August 29th at 7 p.m. Central European Time, so be sure to tune in for more announcements and special guests. And now, let's go back to Jeff for our next big world premiere.
To be fair, I gave Jurassic World Evolution a bad review as well, so if we're going to cancel IGN over that, we'll have to cancel myself as well.
Gamescom studio and also awesome indies, and I'm going to be on the Daily Show tomorrow, so looking forward to that. All right, well, on to our next game. In the next World of Warcraft expansion, players will journey beyond the mortal world of Azeroth to a place where no...
Stop spamming!
The Shadowlands.
Your sentence is not so important that it needs to be said 4 times.
Watched over by different factions known as Covenants, each holding dominion over a different...
I only quit World of Warcraft last year, actually. Last year? The year before now? It's been a while now.
They may end up as part of one of these covenants when they cross over into the Shadowlands. Today, we're excited to give you a closer
Should be about 2 hours. I think this ends at 8 o'clock. We've got another hour and a half yet.
Bastion, who are charged with carrying the souls of the dead into the beyond.
World of Warcraft, Jurassic World? Jurassic World of Warcraft, there you go.
Called Afterlives. Enjoy.
See you later. So yeah, there was a little bit of a leak, inverted commas, suggesting that Evolution 2 would be announced on Saturday at Gamescom. But I don't think it was really substantiated leak, and I don't really trust the leaks lately. I think after the major one, the first one we got, that all proved to be true. Frontier were obviously not happy about that one, given it revealed so much information. And I suspect communication has been tightened since then, because I don't think we've had a legitimate leak since then. But, I mean, that'd be cool. Ah, Arthas.
Save my soul.
Basically, yeah. It's 7:30. No, Frontier's not confirmed. There's no Evolution DLC, but A, it's been 9 months since the last Jurassic World Evolution DLC, and B, they're bringing out Complete Edition for the Switch, and the words Complete Edition suggests there will be no DLC.
You led a truly selfless life, and for that, you have been chosen.
Ends at 9 PM UK time. Sorry, this ends at 9 PM UK time, I think.
Join the ranks of the Ascended, serving to ferry the souls of the dead unto the Shadowlands.
I serve the light.
That's a donation.
And my work is
Ancient Gods looks good, actually.
There is an evil that must be.
There is no evil here.
Yeah, I don't think they'd have a problem announcing Evolution 2 today. Like I said, it might be later on this week, but given that Evolution on the Switch wasn't even part of the main show, it was part of the pre-show, I don't think it would be a big deal, really.
You must accept your new purpose.
It's 7:30 now. This ends at 9 o'clock. There's an hour and a half left.
What I desire is justice.
But yeah, I'm fine with no more DLC, as long as the sequel is in development.
It is beneath your station.
And they're definitely going to bring out World of Warcraft for console. I thought they already did on Xbox. Am I going crazy? Probably am. They've been leading that way for a long time. I think we'll see a World of Warcraft announcement for console at some point. Although, could you ever do high-level raiding on console? I'm not convinced by that.
Broken, Thenios. Unlike any soul I have seen.
Oh, World of Warcraft, stop pretending you have a story. Come on.
By mistake.
Be careful.
Yeah, we didn't hear anything about
Not let the Archon hear such a thought.
Dominion.
In time, he will forget. Trust our ways. Trust the path.
Sorry, Scobie, but everyone wants to hear some games, right?
How long must we train?
And this is boring as balls.
And what is keeping me from ascension?
Nothing but the memory of your mortal life.
How can I
Aww.
forget?
I'm glad, Video Gamer. Thanks for the donation. Bloody hell. Well, they teased Jurassic World Evolution the year before Fallen Kingdom came out, and Jurassic World followed, thank you for the donation as well, Jurassic World did tie in with Fallen Kingdom. So, I just imagine it's the same thing again. You just show gameplay, you just don't show any story elements. They're doing an F1 game. It's not a Planet game though. Frontier have been licensed to do 3 or 4 F1 management games from 2022. So they're going to be bringing out new F1 games every year.
Our realm is imperiled.
Impossible. The maw is inescapable. You must return to the path.
If he had purged his life, we never would have known of this calamity. The path.
Guys, I'm not going to shut up if you just want to happen to hear this. Go watch it yourselves afterwards. This is dull, and I just don't care. It's going on for so long. And World of Warcraft story is awful. Always has been. And I say that as someone who played World of Warcraft for like 12 years. Why are we getting a weird stop motion drawn animated trailer when we have gameplay for the game anyway? This is bizarre.
The time of your ascension has come.
I thought I was not ready.
Yeah.
Do you wish to see him punished?
Like, there's going to be a lot of trailers. If you want to watch the trailers again without me talking over the top, all of these I'm sure will be posted online. But, if I shut up for every single trailer that someone wanted to watch, I wouldn't be saying a word all night, which maybe that would be good for some of you, but if you want to see that, you can just go watch Gamescom yourselves. You know, you don't need me here, so...
We will claim him.
I don't think you should... I mean, I don't think World of Warcraft's a bad game, and if you want to play an MMO... Actually, if you want to play an MMO, go play Final Fantasy, but... I still think WoW's okay, although the last expansion kind of sucked, so... See, you say that, but it's going on so long.
Now, cast him into the maw.
The thing is, I don't even blame World of Warcraft for having a terrible story because it's been going on for 14 years or whatever it is,
Eternal suffering awaits.
and it's an MMO. You have to save the universe every expansion.
Remember what?
Nothing dinosaur related yet. Do you have like a yawning fetish or something? Yeah, World of Warcraft peaked in Lich King, as far as I'm concerned. I'm assuming for about an hour. I think even if I still played World of Warcraft, I'd be bored of this, so... Which is the problem, really. No one's done it yet, but I think it's on the way. Would you prefer Frontier to make Jurassic World Evolution 2 or a non-Jurassic Park like Dinosaur Park game? I want Evolution 2. I want them to redeem it somewhat, you know?
The wait is almost over.
World premiere? Wait, is this still Shadowlands? Oh, it's not. Oh, it is. Never mind. Well, I mean, the graphic design of World of Warcraft is always phenomenal. Considering how old the game is, it's amazing it looks this good. This is a much more exciting trailer. Yeah, the guy from Man of Medan, what's it called? What's the Dark Pictures? He was in the pre-game trailer, so... No, the graphics aren't good as in model, but the actual... There's more to graphics than model fidelity. It's about art design, and the art design of World of Warcraft is consistently really, really good. Always is.
October 27th, it is official, and we have so much more opening night live still to go for you.
Didn't actually see the Warcraft movie.
PlayStation 5, much more. Stay tuned. All right, but now it's time for the announcement of a new universe that is coming to gaming for the first time with a project from a Canadian studio. Check this out.
Frontier could be Canadian. Canada's basically Britain in America, so...
They have returned.
Well, is this a new IP?
Corrupted. Divided. Conquered. until
Medan. Medan. What are you saying, Medan?
the gates
Maiden?
of the celestial realm
Medan.
were thrown open.
Oh, it's Warhammer.
Our last remaining hope, the Stormcast Eternals. Vengeance made manifest.
Now this I'm more on board with. Wait, is it Warhammer? It said Games Workshop. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. Wait, what is this? What is it, though? Tell me what it is!
Now, you guys may remember back in June I had some masks.
I mean, I'm excited about that. I really like Warhammer games in general, and we need more of them.
With the game coming in October, Crash, of course, had to come back for opening night live. So let's bring him out, everybody. Crash
I think it's
Bandicoot.
because it's the first Age of Sigmar game.
What?
If it's laggy, it's your internet, I'm afraid. I hope this doesn't awaken something in me. Anyways, the dragon in the pre-show was from Monster Hunter. It was Rathalos. Anyways, very on board with Age of Sigmar game. We're already getting a new Warhammer 40k game, but it's like a Left 4 Dead Vermintide kind of thing. So maybe we'll get something else. Maybe we'll get like a Space Marine style Age of Sigmar game. That'd be pretty cool. I was there last year. Hundreds of thousands of people couldn't bloody move.
But to tell us more about what we just saw, I'm joined by Lou Studdert from Toys for Bob. Lou, what did we see there with Crash and the Gamescom bot?
Would Age of Sigmar MMO be the dream? We already had a Warhammer online MMO.
What he was hinting at was kind of our reveal.
And as far as I'm concerned, Age of Sigmar is basically a worse version of Warhammer in the past.
Okay, so how do these flashback levels kind of play into the overall Crash 4 narrative?
Yeah, it was definitely Rathalos in the trailer.
The flashback tape levels work is that they are kind of a peek back in time to the 90s when Neo Cortex was actually testing on Crash and Coco before the events of Crash Bandicoot 1. And they're kind of these devious puzzle rooms that we've made, and they're really hard and they're really awesome, and they're
I'm sure this is exciting to a lot of people. I used to love Crash Bandicoot as a kid. I feel like platformers like this are a little bit, I don't know, outdated.
How are they going to be sort of integrated into the game? Are they optional, like offshoot stuff, or how do you get to them?
I know, I saw you the first time, lad.
Sure, so players actually have to collect the flashback tapes in the levels themselves.
But we already had a Warhammer MMO. Age of Sigmar is 99% the same as old Warhammer.
In the level without dying. It's kind of our homage to the death routes from the
What's my
original
point?
trilogy. So players have to reach these objects in the level, pick them up, and then once they get them, they'll get access to these unique levels.
People took offense to that, huh? I find them outdated. I find them... I'm not saying all platformers are outdated. I said this style of platformer is outdated. Some platformers are great, you know. Would you call Hollow Knight a platformer? Probably not, but Ori and the Will of the Wisp, for example, is a really, really good game. This does not look like Ori. You know, this does not look on the same level. I was just based on what I'm seeing right here, but this doesn't look particularly exciting. This looks outdated. That's all I was saying. Calm down. It's okay.
The prospect of Crash being on his team, because Crash was originally created by Cortex, and so this is a weird point in time that's never really been explored in the games before.
Awesome. All right. Well, Crash 4, it's about time. Looks phenomenal, Lou.
It's just outdated for me. It's just not my style of gaming. It was something I enjoyed as a kid, not something I enjoy now. That's all. Not a big deal.
All right. We'll be right back after this for more Gamescom opening night live.
I'm sure it was more. I'm like 99% sure it was Monster Hunter. What's this? It looks rubbish.
I have become terror.
I'm sure you have, buddy.
The unseen predator.
You know how you look at a game, you can tell instantly that's made in Unreal Engine. This is one of those games. It looks like 500 other Unreal Engine games.
Alone, the hordes of evil
Oh, okay.
will fall before me.
I don't mind explaining it myself.
This entire planet.
I do think there were good platforms out there. The new Rayman one, not new anymore, but when the new Rayman one, whenever it came out, was pretty cool as well.
Yet we are drawn down the same road into the dark heart.
Yeah, this isn't doing much for me, I'll admit.
We will find the source. Whatever it holds.
I know, nothing got announced. Oh, is this? Wait, I don't know what this is. Is it the Remnant thing? It just looks so boring. It looks a little bit like Borderlands, but with more abilities. Like a third person. Wait, is this Red Bull? It is. Okay, weird.
Welcome to the Hyperscape. Enter a contender.
Yes, ikuzo.
Leave as a champion.
Yeah, Red Bull, sorry. Basically Borderlands without the personality, essentially. Urban. Urban should not be... Oh, whatever. It's anime football. Why is it anime football? Like, I can see that's anime football. The question is why? Okay.
Welcome to Necromunda. I can see you're new here.
Not much to say on that one.
Get you up to speed.
Alright, more excited about this.
The Underhive's named well. A sprawl of humanity suffering.
This is the new Warhammer 40k Left 4 Dead style game.
For the rich boys and girls, no matter how loud we are. And do we ever make some noise? Every Orlok says they could shoot the tail off a lashworm and they'd splash your head from 20
Wait, is it?
faces for saying they couldn't.
It's definitely 40k.
I don't want to say immortal, but when their armor, blood, skin, and will are of iron, it's a potent combo. Why would someone like you want to know about an all-female gang of psychopaths, drug dealers, killers, cloners, and... Oh, makes sense. And Escher will cut you up just for the fun of it. Goliath.
Okay, there's another 40k game coming out. So there's 3 Warhammer games coming out. Not to mention, Frontier are developing a Warhammer game down the line. Well, as far as we know, they are anyway.
Now, mixing that whole pot together in a place like this.
This looks awful.
Imagine what happens. Chaos, gang warfare, for wealth, for power.
No, not confirmed. We're just hoping for the best. Chilling out. Plus, I couldn't be bothered recording. Oh, nobody cares. There's just too many. Part of the problem, honestly, is that there are so many Warhammer 40k games. There's hundreds of the bloody things. Games Workshop just give out the license to anybody who asks nicely, essentially. We get like 20 new games a year. And for me, they all blend in. Like, the Vermintide one is clearly off a higher level, so I'm excited about it. And that Age of Sigmar one looks pretty cool as well. But beyond that, there's so many of them that I just don't care about any of them, because they all just blend together in some weird thing. And that just, it didn't have any of the personality of Warhammer 40k. That could have been any single bloody shooty IP I've ever seen, you know? Anyway. Yeah, it'd be nice to skip forward, wouldn't it? Yeah, alright, I'll answer this now for new people who are here, Nora, and others. We do know what the game is that they were teasing. It's Frontiers. They're only publishing it. No, they're not developing it. It's some weird 2D platform. We should see it tonight. Alright, Jeff.
You know, one of the things I love about opening night is that we can show you the biggest games in the industry and also smaller titles that should be on your radar. So pay attention to this next game. It comes from a team of 2 in Sweden, Tuxedo Labs. Over the past 3 years, developer Dennis Gustafsson has built his own game engine to realize his vision for a fully
I have not
destructible
seen
game world. What he's
Meatball.
building has absolutely
If it's anime, I
blown
haven't
away,
seen it.
so
I
asked
don't know what
Dennis
to tell you.
prepare a special trailer just for tonight. I hope you're equally inspired by the ideas in this next game. Definitely one to watch. Teardown.
Come on, Jeff. Give me something cool, Jeff, and I will tweet you telling you that I like you. How's that for a deal? Maybe I should go tweet him right now. I'm not saying anything against anime. I'm not saying anime's bad. I'm just saying it's not for me. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Leave me alone. Oh, this looks pretty cool, actually. Does it? I don't know. I do like the destruction. I mean, I used to watch Dragon Ball Z when I was a kid, and Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh, and Digimon. You know, all the typical stuff like that. That's about as far as I've gone for anime. I watched the Godzilla anime films. They were rubbish. It didn't help my opinion on anime, I'll be honest. Oh, it's a heist game. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I was wondering what the point was, but that's actually pretty. Yeah, I'm on board with that. Yeah, I know that even people who like anime didn't like the Godzilla anime films, so it's not like the best. Don't worry, it didn't like make me dislike anime or something. It just isn't for me, generally speaking. But yeah, they did suck. That looks really cool, actually. I'm on board with that.
Last year at Opening Night Live, we announced Little Nightmares 2 to the world. Well, the team at Tarsier Studios hasn't shown anything since, but that changes right now. Here is a first look at the gameplay of Little Nightmares 2, which is coming next February, with more to come throughout the week at Gamescom, including a live demo on Gamescom Studio tomorrow.
I'll admit, I never played Little Nightmares. Did look good, though.
Nice. Alright, thank you.
Oh, he's so cute. Well, they've already shown Jurassic World Evolution for the Switch. We don't know how many announcements there are. We don't know what they're planning. Maybe there'll be something. I'm not saying there's definitely going to be something, guys. I'm not even that optimistic. But I thought it would be a fun way to spend the night. I like to interact with you guys a little bit as well. And that's all it is. It doesn't have to be any more serious than that. If you're only here because of Evolution, Yeah, I actually like the idea of Evolution for the Switch. I might actually play this, you know. Man, they've ruined Ghidorah in the anime. It was awful. Looks like, Inside. God damn. Oh, is this co-op? It looks co-op. Alright, you don't need to keep spamming it. Come on. And you guys seem to like it. Is it worth buying the original Little Nightmares? I've never played it before.
I'm WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler, and I'm reuniting with my old buddy Mauro Ranallo.
Just gonna mute you. I can't be doing it with that. We'll just mute for this one. I just could not care less about this, I'm afraid. Okay, people seem big on Little Nightmares. I might do it. I've been looking for a little game to play on the channel, the second channel, so I'll give Little Nightmares a go and then we'll play Little Nightmares 2 when it comes out, probably the same thing. I'm probably not young anymore. I'm not middle-aged either. I don't know why I'm kind of like, I don't know where I'd put myself anymore. I mean, Path of Titans isn't out yet. Yeah, I have a second channel. I should mention this, there's a lot of you here. I have a second channel where I have like 27 playthroughs, full playthroughs of games. So if you've maybe been on the channel for a while and you miss when we used to do random playthroughs, not dinosaur related, then, you know, I have a second channel where I've got lots of that. It's linked in the description. Alright, no need for that. I don't advertise the second channel at all, because I do it for fun. I don't do it for money, I don't do it for subs or anything, I just do it because I want to play games. Yeah, but okay, the demo's out, but you can't do anything in the demo. See, I've already got a full playthrough of Monster Hunter and Iceborne on the second channel, so there you go. There's like 110 episodes of it. I actually have a Planet Zoo video recorded already as well, by the by. The Others Arund has been recorded. It's on my hard drive, I just need to edit it and that'll be up probably tomorrow. Alright. Wrestling's gone.
Watch Dogs Legion.
The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Yeah, my second channel should be linked in the description, guys. It is not. Interesting. It should be, but it's not. I'll have to remember to add that to my video descriptions. But it's called Solly Vagrant. SOLIVAGRANT. Somebody will link it, I'm sure. But I've played all of Monster Hunter already. And a few other things. Yeah, I don't advertise the second channel. It's gonna be a speed build. It's always a speed build. What else are you gonna do? What Godzilla games would I play? Because I like to get paid, Oliver, I like to pay my rent. And when I play non-dinosaur games or non-animal games, I don't get paid, and I don't pay my rent, so... But if you like the old Best in Slot stuff, then Solly Vagrant is literally the old Best in Slot stuff. It's just Let's Plays of random ass games, so, you know.
It was time for the world to learn my name.
Congratulations to all the winners.
Yep, I did play Iceborne. I've not killed every monster in the game, I only started it a few weeks ago, but I finished it and I've killed, you know, Safi and all that
Gamescom
nonsense.
2020 is the heart of gaming, and you can keep to the beat right here on IGN. We've turned the single biggest show in gaming into 5. Gamescom now is a virtual show floor with up to the second live coverage.
I'm pretty sure we've played every single Godzilla game.
First ever late night talk show. Our Gamescom
How do I pin? I can't. I don't have control on what I'm doing here.
Best of show, including the Gamescom Award. Gamescom 2020 is available on IGN. And
yeah, I actually like the look of the Batman trailer. Talk about that for a minute. I think it looks really cool. I really like Pattinson as an actor.
Talk about that best action game winner, Star Wars Squadrons. This is a new immersive
Yeah, I'm not big on Ark, I'm afraid.
From Motive Studios that delivers the ultimate Star Wars pilot fantasy. We've missed those. In Squadrons, you'll suit up and fly for both the New Republic and the Galactic Empire across intense 5v5 multiplayer battles, as well as an all-new, authentic single-player story set after the events of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Today, we'll get a glimpse at what Squadron's story has to offer by taking a brief look at one of the...
Oh, wait. So you saw Solly Vagrant before Best of Slot? That's interesting. That doesn't happen very often. No, Solly Vagrant's up to, I think, 28 playlists now, as of tonight. Or 27.
Or dark. Freedom.
I need to get over later Star Wars, I'm telling you. I've not done Alatrail yet, I'm still working on... I need a Safi set first.
And douse the fires of rebellion. But the heroic pilots of the Rebel Alliance have chosen to keep fighting.
I don't care if people like Ark, I just don't like it personally. People tend to take like personal offense if someone else doesn't like a game that they like. I don't care if you like Ark. I don't care that I don't like Ark. Let's just do our own thing, you know. No, fair enough. Movies is a great game. Criminally underrated, in my opinion.
Hoping to end our New Republic before we find our footing. As their empire collapses, they try to tighten their grip. But the galaxy...
Yeah, we started Horizon tonight, although the sound levels were ruined. So I need to fix that for the second video.
Make a choice. Fly with the New Republic. Change our galaxy for the better.
I'm pretty excited about this.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Hunka, narrative producer on Star Wars Squadrons. Our single-player story is one of daring pilots and deep-seated rivalries.
Take Titan
I
Squadron.
did get access to the alpha, and I never played it, I'll be honest. I literally didn't play it. They gave me an invite, and I didn't touch it. I feel bad.
Fly as two pilots on opposite sides of the war. And, like all
We played a lot of Subnautica as well.
You'll have the option to experience
There's already a lot of it on the channel. I was one of the first people to cover Subnautica. I think I was the... So when you bought Subnautica, when it first came out, you got a special plaque to put on your submarine, showing what number you were, as in, of the people who bought it. And I was like 240 or something like that? I don't know. I was very early on. One of the first people who ever bought the game. And we played it a lot and it's really popular, and then I stopped for some reason. I'm probably too far out now, but it was good back in the day.
When you've secured the area, you will escort the gladiators to the outpost. And
Yep, we'll be playing Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
Once Thorn is secure, reach your Gozanti.
Yeah, I saw the Atlas roadmap, I just don't care. Nice.
We have Republic corvettes inbound. Move, Titan.
Ladies, change course and keep Agent Thorn safe.
Yeah, we'll be back on Monster Hunter as soon as it updates.
Understood. I'll handle it.
You have my thanks, Titan Squad.
But I don't think we're going to play. I don't think we're going back to Subnautica. I did try to play. This is the thing. People say, oh, why don't you play games on this channel, blah, blah, blah. I tried to play Subnautica Below Zero when it first came out on this channel, and it flopped really, really hard. At the end of the day, I do actually have to pay my rent, so that's why I have the second channel.
You're our new wingmate.
Customize and master all 8 starfighters and join the
Yeah, I follow Paleo Pines on Twitter. I retweet them a few times. I was meant to meet the devs at Gamescom last year, actually, but I got held up.
bombing runs at the Nadiri dockyards.
I don't think there's enough to show yet. That's why I haven't talked about it. But I will do.
The war to the brink and define the galaxy for years to come. I look forward to seeing you in combat October 2nd.
Yeah, it's a little crazy over here. Squadrons should be cool. I'm on board with that. No Jurassic news yet, other than Evolution on the Switch. That's it so far.
Away today at Star Wars Galaxy Edge, you can enter the world of Batuu, where you can visit Oga's Cantina or jump.
We shall see. We're only halfway through, folks. There's another hour yet. I'm not going to talk about the Isle or address any of that. Nothing that's not been said before, and this isn't really the place or time. Wait, this is Sims Star Wars? What? What? I've already played quite a lot of Path of Titans, guys. I've got several videos on the game. This is strange. I think this is kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. I don't play The Sims anymore, but... Yeah, this is when he stopped doing the drugs. I'm very curious as to how this will work. I mean, that's pretty cool. No. I don't know if we're going to be going back to Minecraft. It's probably a while away. We go back a lot and then we leave and then we go back a lot. I've done like 10 series now on Minecraft Dinosaurs, so... gonna give it a break.
There is even more Star Wars.
Tonight really is the...
Wait,
more Star Wars?
The Skywalker Saga is up, and as we move into our second hour, we've got Fall Guys Season 2 still to come, the reveal of that, which I can't wait for you guys to see, and of course, a gameplay demo of
yeah, we're pretty sure that's what it means for you. No more DLC for Evolution.
Now, you might remember this next game from Annapurna Interactive from last year's Microsoft E3 event. And today, I'm excited to share a new announcement from the team. This interactive thriller about a man stuck in a time loop...
Nope, I don't think we'll ever get Extinct Animals for Planet Zoo. I don't think it's that kind of game. I don't think they'd want to cannibalize their own series.
Here's a whole new look at 12 minutes.
Don't remember this.
All right, close your eyes. I want you to think of a flower. Look at its contours, its curves. Now I want you to imagine it changing. Moving backward, returning to its bud. Think of that bud.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll get a new Lego Jurassic World game at some point. Maybe like a... I know we got Jurassic World, Lego Jurassic World, but it did only have Jurassic World in it. Will we get updated levels, or they could bring out a Jurassic World trilogy game for Lego? That's Willem Dafoe speaking, right? Yeah. I mean, I'd love them to do Planet Extinct or something, but I think they'd have to be well removed from Jurassic World as a franchise before they did that, basically.
That's going to be a really special indie game. So glad to announce that here on the show.
How indie can a game be if it's got Willem Dafoe in it?
A new looter shooter coming to PlayStation 5.
Yeah, it's 3 huge name actors right there.
Tonight we've got a quick sneak peek.
Lighthouse was so good, man. Nothing about Horizon Zero Dawn 2 yet.
2020. Check this out.
How does it work? You chat? I don't know. Oh, it's a little bit of lag there, sorry. No, I've not played Trike yet. We'll be doing it this week. Hopefully. Oh no, my schedule's kind of packed at the moment. It's definitely on the list, though. I've already sorted out the test branch and all that kind of jazz. Why is this person a bug? I'm confused. Sorry, it is jumping around a little bit. That's not your stream or anything. It is just the stream itself.
We have much more O&L to come. Exclusive looks at LEGO Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga, Fall Guys Season 2.
And Evolution 2, Jeff.
And so much more.
So much more. So much more could be cool.
This week, Heart of Deimos, Warframe's newest expansion, was released on PC.
I did. I played Subnautica right when it came out.
Today, it's also
I was like the first person to cover it on YouTube.
Platforms. Here's a look at the Heart of Deimos.
Back in the day.
Expand. Explore. Tear the veil asunder.
I remember trying Warframe like 6 years ago. I didn't super get into it. It's meant to be pretty good though.
But that was what it wanted too. It raged unchecked through metal, bone, flesh.
Yeah, when Jeff says so much more, what he really means is 5 different Jurassic World games. Just so you're aware. Jeff's sneaky like that. Me and Jeff are tight, you know, he tells me these things. I'm joking, by the way, because some people will take that seriously.
What? Visitors?
Now, the gateway is failing. The jaws close.
I already answered that question.
The final heartbeat.
Yeah, gotta bear in mind, guys, if nothing gets announced tonight, it doesn't mean nothing is getting announced. Also, that is straight out of Warhammer 40k. It doesn't mean nothing's getting announced. There are more days of Gamescom still to come. There is every chance that Frontier wants to announce Evolution 2 or Aftermath or something, but doesn't want to bury it during this launch stream. I don't know if we're going to stream every night in the hopes. I think it might end up looking like clickbait if every single night I do a stream saying, will Evolution 2 be announced? Will Evolution 2 be announced? But we'll see what happens. I think people are enjoying themselves. I'm enjoying myself anyway.
So many
Alright, I can mute this rubbish.
Discovering or rediscovering.
Sorry, Keza. Jens Eric just said Switch was the only Jurassic World thing announced today. Oh, did he? Wait, really? Yeah, I mean, there's a watch party, right? Oh, Discord server. Wait. Jen's posted on the Discord server that Jurassic World Evolution Switch is the only thing related to Jurassic at Gamescom. Is that Jurassic World at Gamescom full stop or tonight? Because that's very important. I don't believe Jens. Jens is a dirty liar. No, Jens, I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I mean, I don't think I'm clickbaiting. Like, the general reason I'm here and doing this is in case Evolution 2 was announced, so. It's a dude. Well, if it does get confirmed that there's no more... Stop spamming, Tiger. If it gets confirmed, then, no, I'd be, obviously we wouldn't be streaming the rest of the week. I've got other games to upload anyway. Like I said, I've got Planet Zoo sitting on my hard drive. Anyways, we'll see what other games are out. Look, we've only got... Oh god, we've got an hour left.
Watch you stepping, them snakes all around, you know they connected. When I was a kid, my grandmama told me I can't go to heaven, so I stopped praying and asking for blessings and started preparing for my Armageddon. Got nothing to lose.
I'm sure there are people out there who watch this trailer and get like, oh hey, this looks pretty cool, let's play this. This is one of the least interesting things I've ever seen. Oh. I don't know why people think it'll never happen. Cheers, Jack, anyway, for letting us know. Okay, so, guys. I will edit the, I can't edit the title right now, but I'll do it post-stream. Evolution 2 is definitely happening. They're going to make too much money for it not to happen. I'm pretty confident on that, but, so let me mute this and we'll talk about it for a minute. So, apparently they've said on Discord and such that it's confirmed that all the showing at Gamescom. Now, again, I want to stress, this does not mean Aftermath isn't on the way. We know Aftermath is on the way. This does not mean Evolution 2 is not on the way. But they've said and confirmed that... Why would there be another Evolution? I'll talk about that in a second, because people are being weird. But they've confirmed that Evolution on the Switch is the only thing they're announcing at Gamescom. I.e., Evolution 2 or Aftermath is not being released, not being announced during Gamescom. So if that's all you're here for, now this is a full-on watch party, we're just going to stick around. I don't want to leave halfway through because that'd be weird. If that's all you're here for, then you may as well leave because it's not going to happen. Again, I want to stress, that does not mean those games aren't coming out, does not mean they're not a thing, it just means they're not ready to show yet, or whatever. Actually, I assume I'm about to lose a lot of people. We're going to keep hanging out until the end of it, though, because I don't want to leave halfway through. However, I want to address this, why have they released Jurassic World Evolution 2? And I don't know, I've got like 25 reasons. How many reasons do you want? Number one is money. Jurassic World Evolution made an absolute fortune. It is by far Frontier's most successful game ever. It blows their other titles out of the water. The question wouldn't be, why would they release Evolution 2? It would be, why wouldn't they release Evolution 2? If you made so much money from the first game for both yourself and Universal, why would you not bring out a sequel? We know... I think he was joking. I think people are joking about the clickbait. It's okay. We know that they're working on a big IP game for 2021. Dominion is out next year. There were so many reasons to think Evolution 2 is in development. So, I still think it's a thing, and I will stick to that. I think Evolution 2 is coming out. I think it is very much in development. I lost like 400 viewers. I think Evolution 2 is still coming out. I don't think this lack of announcement really proves much of anything. But I know people will take it that way. But we'll just have to be patient, really. You know, we've had reliable leaks about Evolution 2. We really have. Yeah, I'm going to change the title very quickly. I'm just going to make it into a Gamescom watch party. I don't want to mislead people.
Next, we're going to introduce you to a turn-based multiplayer strategy.
You have to bear with me for 1 second, folks. How do I change?
2021 and has a unique mechanic built around a 25-second time loop. Check this out.
Okay, sorry about that. I don't know why I hit my display. It didn't really matter. Okay, should be changed. Let me just refresh and make sure it has changed. Yeah. Again, I'll stress this. I don't think I was clickbaiting in the slightest, but I know people are sort of joking about that, and maybe a couple of people are serious. I don't think it was clickbait, but if I can change the title to make it more obvious for people and not build people's hopes up unnecessarily, then obviously I'll do that as well. We're still going to watch the rest of Gamescom. We may as well, right? We're already here. And we can talk about... Now we have no pressure. We can just talk about things, I guess. So, Aftermath is... You can kill a puppy, but you can't clickbait. This should be cool, actually.
And non-stop action from all 9 Star Wars films and Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. The entire series has been reimagined with new, fun-filled Lego humor, and now we've got your first look at the gameplay trailer.
I have seen aisles of your... Oh, I was going to talk to them about it. Keep forgetting. Yeah, no, to be fair, I mean, I understand people are here. We're here for Evolution. That's totally fine. I wouldn't expect people to hang around. We're gonna chill anyway. Got nothing better to do with my life. Actually, I need to sleep, but other than that,
That much is clear. Twisted by the dark side, young Skywalker has become.
I think there's only 3 Star Wars movies. Yep, that's the Ghost of Tsushima tonight. I don't know when Primal Carnage Extinction update is coming out. It should be... I was expecting at the end of August. It could still be the end of August. I don't think it is. I think it's likely to be early September, but I know they were planning for August, so we'll see. Pretty sure there's only 3 Star Wars films, guys. Aww. I say that. I didn't dislike 2 of the 3 new Star Wars films. I actually really like Last Jedi. I know that's mildly controversial, but yeah, we saw it earlier on, Raptor. Primal Carnage has had a lot of updates lately. Primal Carnage Extinction has very much come back lately. New dinosaur coming out, man. The next update is bringing the Ceratosaurus. Anyways, yeah, Aftermath is... We don't really know much about Aftermath. All we know is it's in development. It's been trademarked, and Yoda has far too much hair there. We know Aftermath's on the way. We think it's probably a survival game of some description. Now, there was a Jurassic World Survivor game in... I think it was called Jurassic World Survival. That was in development, and that was a Left 4 Dead style Jurassic Park game. That got shut down a couple of years ago. I did a video on it once. You can find, if you Google Jurassic World Survivor, you can probably find images of it. There's pictures of the dinosaurs and everything. It was in proper development. That got canned, but we think it's built on the bones of that, maybe. Saurian, I've said a few times, but yeah, we'll be covering Saurian.
Man, Lego Star Wars looks so fun coming to next gen as well. All right, we'll be right back with more world premieres from huge new games like Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, Medal of Honor, Above and Beyond, and Destiny 2.
Okay, I'm actually excited about Medal of Honor. I'm not gonna lie, Medal of Honor. I can't remember which is the Medal of Honor where you started off in D-Day. Whichever one that was, you start off on the beaches and then you go into the town. I loved that game as a kid. If we could have like a really good Medal of Honor game, I think I'd be on board. Oh, this is Frontier's new game, by the way. Frontier Foundry. Okay, that seems it might be their indie publishing. Aftermath could be Evolution 2's name, unironically. Yeah, you're not wrong. That's actually a good idea, actually. I didn't think about that. That could very much be the case. Interesting. I hadn't thought about that. There you go. So as it says, it's a Frontier game, but it's not that they didn't make it. They're just publishing it, basically. Frontier were very much a... Oh, I thought we were done, but never mind. Frontier were very much a publisher for a long time. Anyway, that was Frontier, the game they were teasing, and I did the video on a few days ago. That's the game they were teasing. It actually doesn't look... unironically, it looks enjoyable. We'll probably give it a go. When do you think Prehistoric Kingdom comes out? They're aiming for 2021. I think, pessimistically, early 2022. But maybe late 2021. But we'll see. Yeah, that was the game they were teasing, yes. What's this? I already did a review, actually, of all the prehistoric features in Kingdom. I did it a while ago, but don't want to do it again. Honestly, I think the dinosaur on the photo was just... Because on day 2, they had, like, the Planet Coaster sort of looking logo. They kind of I don't want to say they misled us, but they did say everything in the picture was a hint, and it turns out most of it wasn't a hint, so it's a bit weird, but what are you gonna do? Jens Eric said he didn't know if that's it for the night or the event. Don't do that to me! That's so mean! Ooh, I'm excited about this, shut up.
Among us in Little Hope.
Oh, stop lagging. Cool. Might stop spamming. It's basically like Until Dawn, yeah. That's their second game. They've got this whole thing called the Dark Pictures Anthology. It's all kind of led by, I don't know, it's like little movies within a movie, and there's like a overarching guy who controls the whole thing. They did Man of Medan? I don't know what the hell you call it. Someone shouted at me before.
I gotta say, the game
okay.
that
Don't even listen to these people. So it should be cool. The first one was alright. It wasn't as good as Until Dawn, for sure, but it was alright. Frontier's F1 game is a management sim, so I'm assuming, you know, football manager, but Formula 1, basically. Okay, so he said that at least gives us a little bit of hope. A little bit of hope. The fact that he's backtracked is interesting, because he said initially, seemingly... Shut up. Yeah, just ban him, thank you. He said initially that Jurassic World, Jurassic World Evolution on the Switch is the only thing being announced at Gamescom this weekend, and then apparently has said that he doesn't know if it's just today or for the whole weekend. So, there's a little bit of hope there. There's a little inkling of hope there. If I had to guess, I think if Evolution 2 does get announced at some point, it'll be late this year, but we'll see. Do I care about this? No, I'm just going to wait. Alright, Jeff, lead us home.
And by the way, congratulations to Don't Nod for Tell Me Why, a really important game that is out now that you can play on Xbox.
I don't understand what you mean.
And
Jurassic World is already on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Just because it's on the Switch doesn't mean it's not on the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One.
You can see how vulnerable we as people can sometimes be, and now I think it's as important time as ever to remember to come together and support one another. We are a global gaming community. There are millions of people watching tonight, and I know we're all here because we love games and we know that games are good in the world and can bring us together. And I think
I'm gonna change the title again. I just to lean into that tiny little bit of optimism.
Right, well,
Jurassic World.
One way as a community we can come together to do some good is the Gamescom Forest.
Tonight.
Gamescom has launched a reforestation project by planting a Gamescom forest together with the community.
You never know, folks.
Gamers worldwide can go
You never
to
know.
Gamescom.global and donate to plant more trees. So let's plant a forest
I don't know already, you
together.
guys, but there's a lot of chat.
Well, now we're going to move on to another game, and this one was announced back in May. Chorus is a dark space combat shooter where players take control of Nara.
No, I haven't played Trike yet, but I'm going to.
Cult that created her, featuring rich ray-traced 4K 60 FPS environments on next-gen hardware.
I'm excited about Fall Guys Season 2, man.
From Chorus.
I'm gonna have to keep editing the bloody title every time new information comes in.
You have broken my heart.
I don't think we'll be streaming the rest of Gamescom. Of course, if anything gets announced, we'll be talking about it and we'll do videos on it, but not necessarily live. Fall Guys is amazing, how dare you. I love Fall Guys. Oh, good lad. Unless, ooh. Yeah, I'm glad people are excited about Evolution on Switch. I have no interest in Roblox games, I'm afraid. Well, people agreed, Robin, that one of the wins I didn't get the other day I should have actually got, so we decided that I now have an even score again. What? Ooh woo? Ooh woo?
How many crowns?
Alright, I'm excited.
Have you won? If one game has defined
I have
the
won
summer of
11
2020,
crowns. How many have you won, Jeff?
Absolutely is Fall Guys from Mediatonic.
I have played Jurassic Park the game twice on the channel
This
already.
game is setting records and putting a much-needed smile on everyone's face. Fall Guys, I think, represents our industry at its absolute best. Well, soon the Fall Guys experience will evolve with Season 2. There's a lot of new stuff coming, and tonight, Mediatonic is about to give you an exclusive sneak peek at what's next. Get ready.
I really want new
I
levels.
think the internet is about to freak out. Here it is, Fall Guys.
I'm actually excited about this. I've become slightly addicted.
Hey, I'm Joe. I'm the lead game designer on Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, and I just want to reach out and say thank you to everyone who's been playing and enjoying the game so far.
Oh, whoa.
As a team, we've been looking at all the fan arts, the memes, and the montages that people have been posting online, and the response to the game has really blown us away. Today, we just wanted to give everyone their first sneak peek at the rounds and the costumes that they can be enjoying as part of Fall Guys Season 2.
My baby. Okay, we got some cool costumes there. There's a dragon, there's a Viking, there's a witch. Adorable.
In Season 2, you'll be dressing your Fall Guy as a medieval hero and competing across brand new rounds inspired by epic quests from the Middle Ages.
Several new levels.
Giant drawbridges, dodge swinging
Oh, amazing.
and movable siege ramps in the quest for ultimate game show glory.
I like it, they're going to do themed seasons. I think that's a cool idea. Oh, look at it, it's amazing! It looks even more chaotic. Oh, I want a dragon. Yeah, I really like the idea of themed seasons. I think that's going to be very cool.
We hope you've enjoyed the sneak peek of Fall Guys Season 2. We're still adding the finishing touches to development, but if you want to stay up to date, then @FallGuysGame on Twitter is where you want to be. So you
Therizinosaurus is my most hoped for dinosaur for sure. I'm pretty hyped for that. Pretty hype. I'm gonna have to start saving up my crowns again. I spent some more last night.
My father has Colorado in the palm.
Yeah, I mean, there's still like 30 days, if not more, of the original season, so I'm definitely gonna finish it in time.
I am not.
I definitely prefer Planet Zoo to Zoo Tycoon 2. As much as I adore Zoo Tycoon 2 and always will, I think Planet Zoo is basically better in every way. Yeah, that's fine if Fall Guys isn't for you. Usually I don't get involved. When like a new big multiplayer game comes out and kind of catches the cultural zeitgeist, that's right, I rarely get involved in those things, you know, generally speaking, when they're still hype and new. But Fall Guys grabbed me, and it's really cool.
Vic's a depraved child, and Val's a
I can love 32 now.
The years my father wasted grooming them for glory when I was right there.
I'm so tired of people in heavy armor with face paint. I played Evolve. No, I'm not going to stream on the second channel. It's always on Twitch. All my VODs are on Twitch. If you want to go back and watch me play Fall Guys, it's on Twitch. All of my 11 crowns.
Go back to Arizona, Rangers, and I'll pretend none of this happened. Stay, and you die alone.
Oh, it's Wasteland. Okay, I can get excited about Wasteland. The leak did suggest that Evolution 2 was going to get announced on Saturday.
I really haven't found any new appreciation.
Just mute these people. The leak, however, I don't think is particularly trustworthy. I'm not necessarily optimistic, but I'm not going to be pessimistic either. Don't really see the point. I do know what Warhammer is. I played Warhammer 40k, funnily enough, was one of the very, Warhammer 40k Space Marine was one of the first games I ever played on the Best in Slot channel, on this channel. It's deleted now. It was before Skyrim. That's how long ago it was I played it. We're talking like mid-2011 or something. Whoa, calm down. It's a good game, man. It's addictive, and the reason I love Fall Guys personally is because I grew up loving Takeshi's Castle, which we've been watching on streams. I adore Takeshi's Castle. It's the best TV show ever. And Fall Guys is basically Takeshi's Castle, the video game. Yeah, I wonder if we'll see Horizon. It was in the show. Jeez, Saga, you're a good mod. I don't really have a Twitch modding set up here, unfortunately. Yep, I'll always be playing new Monster Hunters now. I'm on board now. I'm part of the ecosystem. I think part of my problem with Monster Hunter, particularly with Iceborne, has been that I got to it pretty late, way after everyone else. I only started it a few weeks ago. So I've been grinding hard to try to catch up, and I've kind of burnt myself out on it, unfortunately. You don't have Twitch, it's a website. Favorite game not related to dinosaurs? Well, my favorite game is Mass Effect 2. This is not related to dinosaurs anyway. Alright, you don't need to keep spamming that. I did exist before Skyrim. We did a playthrough of Bastion, we did a playthrough of Fear 3, we did a playthrough of Dead Island, we did a playthrough of Warhammer 40k Space Marine, all before Skyrim. Nope, read the title. Let's see what we get here. Ooh, lag.
I know this is the first time some of you will see combat. I know you're scared.
Do we need more crocodile? I wouldn't mind eating a crocodile. Oh no.
I'm scared too.
I did not particularly like the Mass Effect 3 ending, I'm afraid.
Welcome to France, gentlemen.
En français!
Resistance cell.
I do think Saurian will eventually come out. They're just taking bloody ages about it.
Inside Gestapo headquarters, and we don't know what it is.
Surfing the new Lizardman name, right? Oh, wait, no! Why? Why is it a VR game? Is this Medal of Honor?
Members of the Resistance are perhaps the bravest people fighting in this war. But you really should stop. There is no...
Favorite old dinosaur game, Dino Crisis.
Sorry to interrupt, Lieutenant.
I was excited about new Medal of Honor.
Be a wild ride, but we'll get you there.
Jet fighters, brace yourselves.
Didn't play Outer Worlds, didn't really play... That's what I said. Didn't play Outer Worlds, didn't play Batman Arkham. I played the original for a little bit, but not much.
Like I said, boom.
I disagree completely on Fall Guys, that's alright. Not all games are made for all people at the end of the day, you know?
I'm willing to sacrifice myself for.
Maybe it'll be okay. Even not VR.
Somehow this motley crew has been tasked with saving civilization. God help us all.
Sometimes I'm surprised that... Because, I mean, VR has... I love VR. I think VR is really, really good if you've got the right setup and space for it and all that kind of jazz. But I would be surprised if there was enough uptake on VR to make this worth it.
Thank you so much, Vince. That looks incredible.
You know?
And now we're here with Respawn Entertainment's Peter Hirschman, game director on Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, to talk more about their new VR experience.
Yeah, disliking something... I don't care about this. Disliking something because it's popular is daft. You can dislike something all you want. I dislike lots of popular things. Like, I have... Not purposely contrarian, but a lot of my views on things that happen to be popular are quite contrarian. But I don't dislike things because they're popular. I think that's daft. We'll talk about things briefly. King Kong 2005 is so good, man. I mean, for me, the main thing about Evolution 2, more than anything else, if it comes out, the thing I want to see is just more interesting... You know, like the basic gameplay? What you do from second to second, minute to minute, that needs to be more interesting to me, a little bit more dynamic. The send your team off, get the fossils, put the fossils in, get a dinosaur, do it again, like every 20 minutes or so. Occasionally you have like a tornado or whatever. It just wasn't interesting enough. There needs to be more. That's my main thing. There's a lot more that they could do, obviously, but that is my main problem is the basal gameplay loops aren't interesting enough, I don't think. Oh, I'm glad Raikou. Whatever you say name. So many questions. Like even Fortnite. I'll talk about Fortnite briefly. I had a problem with Fortnite for a long time because it was always kids being really obnoxious and the whole community around the game seemed really bad. But my ex-girlfriend, sometime last year, she played it. She played it quite a lot before she even met me. And she kind of got me into it. I don't play it anymore. I kind of quit about 3 or 4 months ago now, if not more. But for about 6 months or so, I played quite a lot of Fortnite and got pretty good. And it's actually an enjoyable game. I hate the community around it in a lot of ways, but the game itself is actually pretty good. I mean, at the end of the day, things that are super popular tend to have some quality that attracts people, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't be super popular in the first place. I have not played Warhammer board game. What else was I going to say? Yeah, King Kong 2005, never mind the game, the film is criminally underrated. Criminally underrated. It's so good. One of my all-time favourite games. I don't know what we're going to get next for Planet Zoo. People are asking, what do you think the next DLC is going to be? Because Australia Pack made a lot of sense, right? We had Tropical, we had Arctic, we had Australia. Those are 3 very different biomes, and I'd say they're the predominant biomes. So what are you going to get next? I can see a European pack, but I think it wouldn't be that popular with a lot of people. Maybe a North America pack, maybe like a Missing African Animal pack, maybe... I don't know. Islands or something like that. It could be something a little bit more obscure, like island animals only. It could be an Asian pack. Coastal. See, we've already done full-on rainforest, which is why I'm suspicious. I'm hoping they don't necessarily... The problem is, because each pack is mainly decorations more than animals. You know, there's 5 animals, like 269 decorations in this latest pack. It's actually more. I found a couple more that I missed. Because of that, they tend to be associated with an area, right? The Australia pack has lots of art and architecture that is Australian in theming. The South American pack had lots of South American architecture. The Arctic pack, of course, had Arctic, Icelandic, Norwegian, blah, blah, blah architecture. So whilst I like the idea of them doing like a bird pack or an ungulate, or just like packs of animals that aren't necessarily related to an area, it won't work if they keep doing the packs as they are, because it won't hone in on a specific place, you know? Swamp would be cool. Yeah. I'd like birds. I'd like a lot of things. I don't want more exhibit animals. I want more habitat animals. I don't know if we're ever going to get an aquatic DLC. It'd be a lot of work. And I just don't think it's in Frontier's wheelhouse. It doesn't seem to be the way they work with their DLC. They don't really go for big packs, you know? I mean, and imagine a proper aquatic DLC for Planet Zoo. One that properly brings in whales and dolphins and... I mean, okay, maybe you shouldn't be housing cetaceans in a park, but let's say it did. All this kind of jazz. I don't know. That's a bigger update than, say, Return to Jurassic Park or anything like that, so... I'm not convinced it'll ever happen, but we'll see. It'd be cool. It'd be cool. I think birds are more likely as a pack. I think you could do something that's kind of like halfway between the current exhibit animals and habitat animals, where it's a bigger habitat. It's like an aviary, like you know, like the square mesh aviaries you get at zoos. Bring out those, but give them a little bit more customization and make the birds more animated. And I think you could. I think that's realistic. I think that's more realistic than water. Basically. Yeah, I mean, that could be a thing. It could be like a, you know, like little fish tanks that you put down and have got animated fish in them. It doesn't necessarily have to be a full-on big thing.
By the magic the vow keepers said they would protect us from.
I'm probably...
Spellstorms still rage.
I don't know if I'll play Squadrons. I'm excited about it, but I don't know if I'll play it. Which is weird, I know, but...
They said it isn't safe. It can't be controlled. Magic cannot be used.
Well, we're definitely not getting DLC for Evolution. I think if Evolution 2 is a thing, and again, not tonight, but I do retain that Evolution 2 is probably going to come out. I think it will have a Mosasaurus. And maybe that'll be customizable with different creatures, but I wouldn't expect full-on aquatic. I would expect a placeable Mosasaurus, essentially. Which is what I always thought they'd do for Evolution as well.
I have broken my vow, and now I fight.
Yeah, it's a bit more chill now.
Break free.
A bit more chill. Oh, the music. This actually looks alright. The animation's beautiful. Yeah, I really love the art style. I'm becoming less convinced now, though, it must be said. The art style's still cool, though. I just like the music. Godzilla or King Kong? Well, Godzilla versus King Kong. King Kong has the best film. 2005 King Kong is the best film out of Godzilla versus King Kong. But I prefer Godzilla as a creature and an entity. But slightly, this is my point, right? King of the Monsters was pretty popular amongst users, you know, amongst people at home, people on my Twitter, seemingly. I hated it. I thought it was awful. So, there you go. That's what I mean. I didn't hate it because it's popular either. I just didn't like it, and it happens to be popular. But King Kong 2005 was a lot better. I still can't get a bloody flight simulator to work. I swear to God. Oh, doggo. What have they fought? I don't know, right? Godzilla would ruin King Kong, surely. Isn't Godzilla like... fought... Well, no, they made King Kong a lot bigger in the later film. I don't know if there's any dinosaur card games. I don't think so. What's wrong with King of the Monsters? I'm not going to go into it, but it was rubbish. There was just no heart or depth to it. It was just, ooh, look at the big monsters beat each other up. And I think 10 years ago, that would have been fine for me. I honestly think 10 years ago, I'd have loved King of the Monsters. I would have seen, yeah, big monsters fighting, woo, and that would have been enough for me. But the film had nothing else to it at all. And it's just not enough for me anymore, you know? And I was really disappointed as well, because the director is Michael Dougherty, and he directed one of my all-time favourite films ever made, which is Trick or Treat. Also Krampus, which is really good as well, but Trick or Treat is one of my top 5 films. It's my favourite horror film. And I was optimistic that King of the Monsters would have the same soul to it, and it was soulless, which is one. And I think 2014 Godzilla is better. But a Godzilla film can be so much more than monsters fighting. Because you look at Godzilla where it started, it was never about... Godzilla was barely ever on screen, you know? It was never about monsters beating each other up. Not really. Not really. And the creature designs were great. Which you could tell they were going to be, because A, Trick or Treat, B, Krampus, and they both had great creature design. It's absolutely fine that people liked it. I can see why people liked it, but it just wasn't for me. I need more for my films, personally. I quite liked Krampus. I'm glad that people enjoy it. It's like with Fallen Kingdom, same thing. I hate Fallen Kingdom. I think Fallen Kingdom is abhorrent. I think it's a terrible, terrible... Unironically, I think Fallen Kingdom is an awful film. Which is sad for me, because I love Jurassic... Okay, I don't care about this. Which is sad for me because I really like Jurassic Park as a franchise. However, I'm glad that so many people love it. And they do. Lots of people do love it. And that's great. And it means we get more games and films and all this kind of jazz. So that's cool. I'm okay. It's okay that I don't love it as long as other people do. I wish I did love it. I would love to love it, but it's just not the way. I just think it's so bad. I think it's the worst Jurassic World film, and I don't think it's even close. And I say that as not a particularly big fan of the original Jurassic World either. That's alright. That's okay. I don't want to get totally into why I think it's garbage, but there's a lot of reasons. The writing has tonal whiplash constantly. My god, it cannot make its mind up about what type of film it wants to be. The comic relief bits... I mean, for example, just to give one example, you know, we've got this death-defying situation... No, that's not a good example. I don't know, the tonal whiplash didn't work for me. There's lots of... It felt like it was trying to be like an Avengers film in some ways, you know, this need to stick little quips and jokes in every 5 bloody seconds. Which works for Avengers sometimes, but it knows when to be serious. And I don't think Fallen Kingdom knew when to stay serious. I think they were too focused on trying to get the humour in there. It's like people got really upset about the Brachiosaurus scene. I didn't care, because 2 minutes later, Owen's making little jokes and stuff like that. I'm like, you know, there needs to be some... It needs to be earned. It's kind of felt like with the original Jurassic World. Jurassic World had less of this problem, but you remember in Jurassic World where they first showed the new park and it plays the Jurassic Park theme tune over the top? That, to me, felt really cheap at the time because I didn't think it was earned. The first time you hear that theme tune in the original Jurassic Park is when they spot the Brachiosaurus for the first time, which was much better done. There was a lot more build-up to it, and it felt deserved. Here, we weren't seeing a beautiful, majestic dinosaur, i.e. the whole point. We were seeing a man-made, conglomerate-focused park. And it had the music, and it didn't resonate for me. It didn't hit me the way I wanted it to. The whole volcano scene was awful. There are some good things about Fallen Kingdom. I think the Indoraptor's really well made and well designed. I like the horror elements, and I think it's something Jurassic World should have always done more of. Bayona is a fantastic director. The cinematography of Fallen Kingdom is really good, as in the film is beautiful to look at. It really is. But that's it. It's just pretty and soulless. The only scene that really resonated with me in Fallen Kingdom was when Owen and Claire are locked in the basement underground thingamajiggy and they see the baby Triceratops. Was it a Triceratops? I think it was Triceratops. And Claire asks, you know, do you remember how you felt when you first saw a dinosaur? And that kind of thing, for me, that's Jurassic Park. That's what it should be about. It should be about this mix of terror and wonder at the dinosaurs. And that's what the original Jurassic Park does so well. And that's why Jurassic Park is so renowned, is the way it flits between those two so well. You can be in this beautiful moment, everything's amazing and wondrous and this beautiful new world, and then the next second you're screaming and running for your life. And I think that's something that every single film since hasn't got right, including The Lost World. And I really like The Lost World. I don't think Lost World got it right either. Also, the Stiggy was awful. But it's okay. I'm just this is just how I feel about it. And people like it, and that's fine, you know? That's great, even. What I liked about the movie is that scene. And some of the horror elements. And honestly, that's about it. I really don't think it's good. I gave the film 2 out of 5, I think. I think it's like a 3, 4 out of 10, something like that. I thought the Stiggy was horrendous. Completely, again, the tone was just way off for what I want from a Jurassic World film. That's okay. I don't mind if people disagree. I don't mind if people want to watch this. I'll turn this up.
Which uses the power of PlayStation 5, the SSD hard drive, and the DualSense controller to create an experience that Insomniac says is only possible on brand new hardware. Well, now it's time for you to decide if you see the difference. Here's an extended, uninterrupted demo of live PlayStation 5 gameplay of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Enjoy.
I'll shut up for this. I know some people have been wanting to see this.
We're back. And not far from where we last saw him. We may still have time to put a stop to this.
Hey, I think I found the Wombat!
Oh dear.
I can't say I particularly care about Ratchet & Clank, but I know people do, so. But I was never really a PlayStation gamer. I was always Xbox, personally, so. Looks good, though. Graphics are beautiful. It's something. Now, for me, I'm just going to say this. Jurassic Park 3, for me, is this is twice the film that Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is. I don't think Jurassic Park 3 is particularly great, but I think it's a much better film than Fallen Kingdom. That's how much I dislike Fallen Kingdom.
Last one. The train's pulling away. Let's go.
Lost World's the second best film. It used to be my favourite, but that's mainly nostalgia talking.
Nefarious.
Soon, everything you see will be mine.
Jurassic Park 3 has both the best raptors in the franchise and one of the best scenes in the entire franchise as well in the Pteranodon. Jurassic World's fine. Not as good as Jurassic Park 3, but it's okay. It's a dinosaur!
That's supposed to happen. Hitting Nefarious's device seems to have
It's a
destabilized
birdcage.
reality.
It's so good! It's such a good scene.
Has to be another way across.
The rifts appeared to react to your device. Try pointing it at one of them.
My ranking of Jurassic Park films is literally the release order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is my ranking of Jurassic Park films.
That was rather exciting.
That's an interesting mechanic. You know what? I thought they were going to kill off Rexy in Fallen Kingdom. I think they probably should kill off Rexy at the end of Dominion. She's very old. Sort of pterodactyl. But, I don't know if they're brave enough, honestly. If that is my one... If I have one problem with Jurassic World as a franchise, and this goes back probably all the way to 3, is that it's not very brave as a franchise. It doesn't make any hard decisions. Putting Jurassic World above Jurassic Park is deeply upsetting to me. If it's your opinion, you're very entitled to it. I think it's a bizarre point of view, but that's okay. That's if we all had the same opinions, it wouldn't be very exciting, would it?
I will never get used to that. Hey, at least we're on the same planet this time. Nefarious is on the other side of that building. Let's get moving.
Yeah, I don't think Rexy will be... I can see Rexy dying, kind of facing something down, because inevitably there'll be a dinosaur fight, but... Yeah, if I had to guess, if she's gonna die, it might well just be of old age. Like, her watch is ended, you know? Since she's basically a humanoid at this point in time.
I kind of wish he was doing a worse job. He must have more planned than he is telling us.
Yeah, people are entitled to... If you want to be wrong, you can be wrong. It's totally fine. One of my main problems with the direction of Jurassic World as a franchise is the... what I keep calling puppification of the raptors and the dinosaurs. The raptors more and more with each film feel like pets to be looked after. Even Rexy, at the end of Jurassic World, that little scene where she's like nods at Blue, or they like, oh, just... No, you're a wild creature. You don't just look at each other in acknowledgement of the fight you've just had. It is absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. It really annoyed me.
That's all of them. We have to get the Dimensionator away from Nefarious.
I also don't like Owen particularly, which is part of the problem. Oh, that's because I don't really like Chris Pratt, because he's, you know, a member of a deeply homophobic, terrible church. So. I think though, I like Claire. I think Claire's done well. Claire in Fallen Kingdom was a much better character than she was in Jurassic World. Chris Pratt recently got married to Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter, of all people, and the church he's part of, and where he got married, blah blah blah, and who did the ceremony, is a very hardcore Christian homophobic church in America. Like, literally, they don't allow gay priests and stuff like that, which I find ironic.
Ratchet. We are too late. Ratchet?
I don't know what chud is, but I assume that's a good thing, that I'm not. It's a shame, because I really like Parks and Rec, and I really liked Chris Pratt in Parks and Rec.
There you have it, Ratchet and Clank ripped apart, and now...
Hell, I like him in Guardians of the Galaxy as well. Hell, he's fine in Jurassic World, even if I don't love the films.
Guys, it was so
I
great
can mute
to
this
see
again.
that,
Is he just on a massive green screen, by the way? Or is this a different room? I think it's a... no idea. I think they just need to focus more on Claire. Just make Claire the main character and I'm happy. Claire's cool. It's not just in the behaviour of the raptors, it's the design as well. They get these big wide eyes and the big wide fat faces. Look at the raptors in Jurassic World compared to the raptors in Jurassic Park 3. It's such a downgrade. Yeah, the shadows is what's throwing me. Well, if you're a card-carrying member of a homophobic church, that suggests something about your own personal opinions, frankly. Who you associate with and who you choose to represent and who you choose to do your ceremony for your marriage and all this kind of jazz tells the world about something about who you are. It's just the way it is. Ratchet & Clank looks fine. Claire kind of bad. I don't particularly care. I don't think it's a big deal. It just just makes me dislike him more. That's all. That's fine. I really hope. Well, don't we have confirmation that Dialo's coming back? Did I misremember that? I know Dilophosaurus was meant to be in Fallen Kingdom during the scene at the start. You hear the Dilophosaurus at the start of Fallen Kingdom, but it got cut from the scene. You know, people are always comparing raptors to mammals. It's not quite the same thing. I'm not gay personally, but I don't like people who are homophobic. Is that not like a default stance that everyone should have, right? Surely. Yeah, there's definitely no Jurassic World Evolution today. Let people be homophobic. No, that's nonsense. That's utter goddamn nonsense. People are entitled to their opinions unless their opinions infringe on the rights of other people or harm other people. In which case, don't care about your opinions. You're a bad person. Go away. This ends in actually 4 minutes. Ratchet & Clank might be the final game. Anyways. I think we're likely to get Dilophosaurus in the next film. It's funny how Dilophosaurus has become such a big thing. People love the Dilophosaurus, and it was in one scene in Jurassic Park and a hologram in Jurassic World. It's barely been in the franchise. It's the same for the Triceratops. It had that one scene in Jurassic Park. It had a short scene in The Lost World. It wasn't in Jurassic Park 3, and it had a little bit of time in the other two, but very, very small. It was never the focus. I don't think you should even call it political. It's nonsense. It's just basic human rights, surely. Yeah, this is actually nearly over. This has been fun, guys. I have a lot of downvotes. I think people are annoyed. I actually watched... I've not been keeping up to date on Marvel or DC. Well, not DC in a way, but I watched Man of Steel and Justice League. Not Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman and Justice League, which were the two I hadn't seen in the last few days. Justice League was bad. I actually did not mind Batman vs Superman, but I did watch the extended director's cut, the Ultimate Edition or whatever it's called. I'd never seen the original. I think it probably helped a lot. And that's one thing I loved about The Lost World. Actually, if there's one thing The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3... yeah, maybe. I think they both maybe did Raptors better than the original. Jurassic Park 3 did the Raptors really, really well. They were terrifying hunters, but they had a reason to be hunting as well. They were looking for the eggs. It made a lot of sense. Which is the problem with the Spinosaurus in Jurassic Park 3, by the way. Why is the Spinosaurus pursuing them across the island? It's nonsense. But it's just that disappeared entirely, and I don't know, they ruined the Raptors. Yeah, this is nearly over, guys. So there's not much else to see.
I mean, the world is more interesting with mysteries, and we're gonna...
They're talking about Ratchet and Clank. I think it's the last game. This ends in 1 minute, apparently.
Letters in her name or anything?
Too many smart people on the internet. They'll figure it out right away.
She's not named Abby, though, right?
No Elden Ring. Sad.
All right, well, we'll have to wait and see what you guys have in store for us. I gotta say, I mean, it looks incredible. The Ratchet games are always so
Do you and Beaver still chat? Not really. We never did, though. We just do things every now and again. See him every now and again at events and stuff.
I think everyone around the world wants to know when we're gonna get to play this.
Just because I don't agree with an opinion doesn't mean...
Where you're at in development right now?
Unless your opinion is actively harmful, then everyone's, you know, got rights to their opinion.
So Ratchet and Clank is coming out in the PS5 launch window.
I'm gonna slide into those DMs in a minute.
So stay tuned for that.
What kind of window? Is it big window? So no, I'm just kidding. All right, that's all.
Yeah, the Batman looks really good. I'm pretty excited about the Batman. I think it's gonna be great. Good director, good actor. It's gonna be good.
So excited what you guys are doing across PlayStation, and the game looks incredible. So thank you so much for all you've done, and we look forward to seeing more of...
Well, you can quote that, and he can say that, but then he's part of a church that doesn't believe that, so, you know, make your minds up.
First look at Ratchet and Clank or PlayStation 5, and that's going to do it for Opening Night Live. Thank you so much for watching from around...
Feather Dinos does... Oh, that's it, by the way. It's over.
All weekend for more live Gamescom coverage at Gamescom.global. As for us,
Too much Twilight. If you honestly, if you're avoiding Batman because of Pattinson, you need to re-update your views. Pattinson is one of the best actors working today. Go watch The Lighthouse. Go watch Good Time. Go see him in the bloody Batman trailer. He's done a lot of fantastic films. He's a very, very talented actor. Alright, well, that was something. Obviously didn't... Yeah, views plummeted. Obviously wasn't really what we wanted. But it could still happen later on this week. We never really know. Thank you, Linda. Also, controversially, I prefer Ben Affleck as Batman over Christian Bale. Christian Bale's voice annoys me. Sorry. Anyways. Anyways, so it wasn't really what we wanted, per se, but I still had fun. It was a good night. It's been nice to interact with you guys as well, you know. It's always nice to... Feathered dinosaurs... Alright, I'm just going to address this very quickly because he's talking about it. Feathered dinosaurs don't break the continuity because now we've got a thing wherein genetic power has been spread around the world in Dominion, and lots of different companies are making dinosaurs. It stands to reason that some of those companies would look at the dinosaurs and think, hey, why don't we build a realistic dinosaur and try to sell that, you know, that they would take that angle. So feathered dinosaurs could absolutely make sense in the new film. Next Planet Zoo video is probably tomorrow. Like I say, I have recorded it. It's sitting on my hard drive. Well, I say anyways, so it's just... You know. Oh, thank you, Jake. Yeah, anyways. It's been interesting. We've had some interesting discussions. I don't think we're going to do this again for the rest of Gamescom. This was the big night. Now, that doesn't mean nothing else is going to get announced, but it does mean I'm probably not going to cover it live. Of course, if anything relevant pops up at all, I will tell you about it right here on the channel. Saturday is rumoured, and I'll consider maybe streaming on Saturday. It depends what we end up doing, but I have to sort my life out first. Yeah, so, yeah, thank you guys for joining me. How do I cancel this? Thank you very much for joining me. Cheers, much love, as always. Bye-bye.